The Neubauer Family Assistant Professors Program is a program at the University of Chicago that helps us recruit some of the best and brightest early career scholars.
When I was first offered the Neubauer Family Assistant Professorship, I was excited. Being part of that for 5 years really made my early time here just fantastic.
The nomination to the Neubauer program signifies two things. On the one hand, it recognizes the work that the faculty have already engaged in. On the other hand, because these are early career faculty, it signifies the promise that we see in them to develop the most impactful research.
From the time you enter the institution, you already have a named professorship. Professors each have a packet of resources that is tailored to their specific needs, that helps them focus on their research, take risks with the work that they're doing. It could also help them bring other scholars to campus. In addition, every Neubauer Family Assistant Professor gets 1 year free of teaching so that they can really focus on their area of scholarship.
I'm working on a book that looks at what decolonization meant in the British Empire, primarily in Africa and the Caribbean. I travel abroad a lot to do my work, and so I've used the funding resources of the Neubauer to fund these trips, to be able to go back to these archives, and I plan to do that in the future, and that 4th year I'll be kind of spending fleshing out this next project.
We do a variety of projects related to evolution, the origin of new species, in particular studying butterflies. But with support from the Neubauer program, we actually were able to make inroads in 2 particular projects that we continue to work on today. In my case, I was able to bring collaborators here for extended periods of time, and that really pushed a couple of our projects forward in major ways.
One thing that the resources and the institutional accreditation that the Neubauer Fellowship has made possible for my work is more expansive thinking in my research agenda. Since I've been here, I've been able to take a project that is about the poetry of the Americas, the culture of the Americas, into a project that is actually about the semiotics and the anthropology of the Americas. I don't feel limited in my imagination of what I can do with my work.
I think a really special part of being a Neubauer Family Assistant Professor is meeting with the other people who are also in the group.
We meet quarterly. By doing so, we begin to build a community of scholars from lots of different fields.
Oftentimes, as a new faculty member, you're kind of in your little silo, you're hunkered down. This is an opportunity to be in a context and in a community that spans well beyond the contours of our disciplines.
It's been amazing to watch what our Neubauer Family Assistant Professors achieve. We've seen our alumni get tenure at quite high rates. We see them create prize-winning books. We've watched them being honored across the world for their scholarship. It's really groundbreaking work.
I'm looking ahead now to what the next project will be, and I think especially in this moment where you're at the very initial stages of a research project, having the kinds of resources that Neubauer affords will be really useful.
It's an opportunity to really expand and grow in real ways your research agenda and what you can do with not only this project, but with your career and your work more generally.
If you've been offered a Neubauer professorship, I would say undoubtedly go for it. The university really makes it a priority to give young professors the time and space that they need to get their research up and going.
The University of Chicago, throughout its long and distinguished history, has always been a destination of choice for the best minds. You have to create a culture of rigorous inquiry, and you have to provide the resources that support these young faculty in their research projects so that they can fully develop their potential.